Welcome to my channel, Eagle Media Impact. Eagle Media Impact Presents. Subscribe, like, comment, follow and share.
2 Thessalonians 2 verse 10. The little horn. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Daniel. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. Daniel. How can the Antichrist be a pope? For those who are spiritually asleep, they may not see this coming because they assume the papacy and the Church of Rome stands for God, Christ, but on the contrary, they stand against true Christianity in many ways, and only those with spiritual insights can see this. The office of the Pope calls anyone seating as a Pope the Vicar of Christ, but many does not even know what that stands for. Vicar of Christ? The word vicar comes from the Latin word vicarious, which means instead of Christ. Calling the Pope the Vicar of Christ implies that he has the same power and authority that Christ had over the Church. The Roman Catholic Pope has a title known as Vicarius Filii Dei, a Latin phrase which means in English, Vicar of the Son of God. Vicar means either a substitute or in place of. Jesus does indeed predict a vicar in the sense of a replacement for his physical presence here on earth. However, this Vicar of Christ is not a priest, high priest, bishop, or pope. The only biblical Vicar of Christ is the Holy Spirit. John 14 verse 26 declares, "But the Counselor, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things and will remind you of everything I have said to you." John.
The last pope will be the little horn of Revelation. 725. Let's get to it. I am aware of the general opinion that the current Pope Francis may be the last pope according to an old Roman prophecy. This Catholic prophesied 112 popes. Francis is about to die and the 112th pope. Did the Bible talk about the last pope? Yes, and many who cannot spiritually ferret the book of Revelation, and Daniel may not recognize this fact. Little children, it is the last time. And as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out, that they might be made manifest, that they were not all of us. 1 John. The Bible didn't just talk about the Antichrist, but gives deep revelation on who he is and an ancestry. Allow me to talk about few. 10. Facts about the Antichrist. 1. He will be an intellectual genius. Daniel 8 verse 23. 2. He will be an oratorical genius. Daniel 11 verse 36. 3. He will be a political genius. Revelation 17 verse 11-12. 4. He will be a commercial genius. Daniel 11 verse 43. Revelation 13 verse 8. 5. He will be a military genius. Revelation 6 verse 2. Revelation 13 verse 2. 6. He will be a religious genius. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 4. 7. He will begin by controlling the Western power bloc. Revelation 17 verse 12. 8. He will make a 7-year covenant with Israel, but will break it after 3.5 years. Daniel 9 verse 27. 9. He will attempt to destroy all of Israel. Revelation 12:10. He will destroy the false religious system so that he may rule unhindered. Revelation 17 verse 16-17.